Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Evansville. My name is Tom Moore and I'm the worship leader this morning. And the first thing I have to say is a confession because we have misnumbered the opening hymn. It is 188 and not 118. I'm going to say it's my mistake. I got dyslexic when I was.
No, it was my mistake. Sorry.
Oh no, don't say that. I'm a middle child. So anyway, this is an adapted Rumi poem. It's written as a round. We will just sing it through like three times. 3 times. So stand if you're able and willing, and we'll sing number 188 together.
$188. Come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come. All you rebellious guys did a round anyway, so that's awesome.
Well, again, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Evansville. My name is Tom Moore. A couple of housekeeping things to begin. The communion part this morning is a time when we can reflect on our living, and we're going to have pieces of paper, and the ritual is you can write down things that no longer serve you. This is very different from resolutions, but it's soul and spirit work, so that we can enact corporately and individually think about things that you just need to let go of, substantive things. And we will light a candle here, and I have a tin, and the ritual is when you write those things down, you come and we will burn those, and I have a tin to put it in. And I will ask to those of you who are more technologically advanced than I am, and perhaps have more common sense, if it gets too smoky, that we'll need to open a window for the smoke to go out. And I have some paper, we can pass those out. And I would ask, we do have some pencils back at the thing, but if you need something to write with, we can get those for you as the service goes on. I do want to welcome you, though, just as our song says, whoever you are, however you got here, we welcome all that is the essence of you at this service and this gathering. But ask now if there are any church-related announcements that need to be made.
Board game night is rescheduled for this coming Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. So Friday the 13th, we're going to have a good time.
Good morning. Once again, I want to thank those of you who came to Beverly's Memorial a week and a half ago, and for those of you who stayed for the pizza party last week. It was nice just to have time to sit and have some pizza and some whatever struck your fancy, and some nice conversation, so I appreciate that. Our next Friends Night Out, we've moved it back into the month a little bit to give us some time to calm down from the holidays. So I'm getting smart. I'm bringing my calendar now instead of giving a date and having Barbara correct me because I always get it wrong. will be on Friday, January the 27th. And we're going to Rafferty's. And I need to know if you plan to come. So if you haven't already spoken to me, please let me know. I guess I should also put a sign-up sheet out there in case you don't see me. You can put your name and your email, please, because we'll be coordinating through emails. So check your emails, those of you who have gotten out of the habit of that, and let me know if you want to come the 27th. I need to know absolutely for sure by that Wednesday, which would be the 25th, because I have to confirm our reservations. We will also be having a circle supper on February the 18th. So we'll have the box to put your name in for that pretty soon, but start thinking about if you're going to be able to do that on the 18th and if you can host. We would really like to get some new blood in our hosting circle. That would be great. But, you know, if you can't host, that's okay. We'll work it out one way, one how, but we would really like it to have a few new hosts in there. So that would be great. So that's on the 18th of February. Thank you.
Okay, the Guys Night Out is the 18th of January, 6 p.m. at Taroni's Pizza on Main Street, downtown Evansville. So 6 p.m. is the starting time. And drink and pizza or whatever we have. Okay, just let me know so I can get the list together.
Molly, anyone online that has an announcement?
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, we mentioned we do welcome everyone here, and we have a tradition at our church, since it is a small church, if you are a visitor, that if you're willing to stand and say who you are so that we can welcome you properly. Do we have any visitors this morning? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Jean Sexton. Mother Sugar and I have been friends for 800 years. I just moved back to Evansville, been here for 21 years. She kept talking about me now, so she's basically invited me.
Well, welcome. Well, as many of you know, statistics come out over and over about how isolated we are and how increasingly isolated we are. And as a way to model not that, stand up, move around, say hello to your neighbor, and greet our visitor properly. Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm still not going to do any CPR on you.
I'm doing fair. Thank you.
Yeah. Now with Unitarian Universalist churches worldwide, we light our chalice. If I could have a volunteer, please, to come and light the chalice. Later that same day, in another part of town, we find our chalice lighter. These words are by Walter Royal Jones. Mindful of truth ever exceeding our knowledge, and community ever exceeding our practice, reverently we covenant together, beginning with ourselves as we are, to share the strength of integrity and the heritage of spirit in the unending quest for wisdom and love. Oh, Jesus Christ. I spent 3 days marking this, and now I can't find it. We're fixing to take the offering, but for the theme this morning and to set that up, I want to read a poem by David Wyeth called The Song of One Who Goes On. What I have left behind has not left me. Those I have failed have not failed me, and those I have not loved will love me even in my worst. What I have not seen or failed to see, I leave as a gift. The lands I have not walked will offer their paths as I sleep. The earth I have not loved will hold me even as I am laid beneath it. To everything that is, I give everything I am not. To the life through which I have walked blindfold, I give the sight of my weakness. To life I give thanks for this, one strength through great failure, with the marvelous opportunity for all. The offering will now be taken to support the life and work of our church. If I could have 2 volunteers, please. And let me say, too, while that's going on, that we do not have a story for all ages this morning, and my apologies to the children for that. But then we will move on with the service. Thank you for those gifts. We trust they will be put to wise and judicious use, and thank you for all the ways you support the life and work of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Evansville. Opening words this morning are from Václav Havel. This is part of a letter he's writing to his spouse or partner. I think they're married. Perhaps it will now be clear why I link the experience of meaning with what I call the third paradox of our thrownness. The nearest we can come to the fullness of being also gives us the clearest inclination of how unattainable it is. The most mature identification is most powerfully revealed as quasi-identification. Joy has an undertone of horror, tranquility of anxiety, good fortune a touch of the final tragic, of the fatally tragic. This experience reveals to us that in complete and unlimited identification total insight, utter happiness lies the end of the eye, death. It is by no means accidental that at the very heights of meaningfulness, happiness, joy, and love, the specter of death inevitably appears with particular clarity. The experience of meaning also differs from less mature expressions of our longing for being in that it contains within it, while at the same time, oddly enough, losing nothing of that sense of supreme happiness, the most forceful awareness of futility, but is it not precisely this that brings it closer to the contradictory essence itself of human life and human mission? Each week, we take a few moments for us to share the stories of our lives, because everyone's life and story is fundamentally and profoundly important and holy. And our procedure is, if you have a joy, sorrow, or concern, that you come to the mic on the floor, state your name, and state what joy or sorrow or concern you wish to share. And as you do, take a pebble from the clear bowl and put it in a bowl of water to symbolize the rippling effect of sharing and the support of the community. We treasure everything that's been shared this morning, but we also know that not everything can be shared. It rests too close to the heart, and I will put one pebble in the bowl for all those unspoken concerns. And now we take a few moments of quiet time, which you can pray, meditate, or simply enjoy the quiet, experience the energy in the room. And after some minutes, we will sing together hymn number 123 in the great hymnal, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me.
Okay, for our fire communion ritual, you should have two pieces of paper. And if you don't, I have more if you need them. And on one piece of paper, and this is the first part, and we'll set this up, I'll light the candle here and put a tin out, is to think about the things that no longer serve you and you want to let go of. And you will put that on a piece of paper, and then you'll light it from the candle and burn it. Just let it go. It's gone. And again, these are not resolutions. That's too shallow. These are deep held things. And when we're finished, and those of you online, I just can encourage you, if you have a piece of paper, to do the same thing and then destroy it however you can. When we're done with that, on the second piece of paper, I want you to put down things that you want to attract or nourish that in fact do serve you, or you want to improve or develop. And then you write that down and take that with you. Now, as you're thinking about those things, there are a couple of passages that I want to share with you, and you can take them with however many grains of salt you wish. But I thought they had some thematic relevance. First is by Thomas Moore from Care of the Soul, his book, Care of the Soul. It may help us in those times of trouble to remember that love is not only about relationship, it is also an affair of the soul. Disappointments in love, even betrayals and losses, serve the soul at the very moment they seem in life to be tragedies. The soul is partly in time and partly in eternity. We might remember the part that resides in eternity when we feel despair over the part that is in life. This is by Abraham Joshua Herschel, who is well, he's dead now, but he's a renowned scholar of Hebrew scripture, a friend of Martin Luther King. You can see pictures of him often marching with King, but he's also a brilliant man in his own right. Over and above personal problems, there is an objective challenge to overcome inequity, injustice, helplessness, suffering, carelessness, oppression. Over and above the din of desire, there is a calling, a demanding, a waiting, an expectation. There is a question that follows me wherever I turn. What is expected of me? What is demanded of me? What we encounter is not only flowers and stars, mountains and walls. Over and above all things is a sublime expectation, a waiting for. With every child born, a new expectation enters the world. This is the most important experience in the life of every human being. Something is asked of me. Every human being has had a moment in which he sensed a mysterious waiting for him or her. Meaning is found in responding to the demand. Meaning is found in sensing the demand. And lastly, by Matthew Fox. One example of artists of lifestyles in Western culture have been the founders of religious orders, Benedict, Francis, and Dominic, to name three such artists, responded creatively to a yearning for lifestyles of substance in a time of spiritual vacuity. The lifestyle is an art form. It brings life and wonder, joy, and hope to persons otherwise condemned to superficial living. Our times call for the creation of lifestyles of spiritual substance. take all the time you need, and just when you're ready, come and let go of what you want to let go of. Okay, and again, let's take a few minutes, and on your second piece of paper, write down what you want to attract, nourish, develop, that is good for you and an improvement. And put that somewhere where you can carry it with you. Don't want to rush, but are we at a place? Well, let's sit with all we've seen, heard, and done so far. And when we leave, hopefully we can take that with us. So our closing hymn is number 18 in the gray hymnal. And let's stand and sing together, What Wondrous Love. I think we know this.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, that brings my heart such bliss, and takes away the pain of my soul, and takes away the pain of my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down beneath my sorrow's ground, friends to me gathered round, oh my soul, oh my soul. Friends to me gathered round, oh my soul. To love and to all friends I will sing, I will sing. To love and to all friends I will sing. To love and to all friends, all pain and sorrow mend. With thanks unto the end I will sing, I will sing. With thanks unto the end I will sing.
If you'd remain standing, please, and repeat the words in the bulletin as we extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame. Fire of commitment. We carry in our hearts together again. Damn it. Just 1 second. Closing words are by Aldous Huxley. Of all the worn, smudged, dog-eared words in our vocabulary, love is surely the grubbiest, smelliest, slimiest. Bawled from a million pulpits, lasciviously crooned through hundreds of millions of loudspeakers, it has become an outraged good taste and decent feeling, an obscenity which one hesitates to pronounce. And yet it has to be pronounced, for after all, love is the last word. Go in peace, and may your living bless the world.